That'll be in the Mishnah.
The 1st of May, Rabbi Furst, Mishna Berura.
Right. Okay, so this is in Chelik volume 5, volume Hey in the Mishnah Berura, Simin Tov Pei Tet. That's the Simin which talks about the counting of the Omer. And we can begin.
I'll be right back.
Okay, hold on. Sure.
Did you get any change this morning?
I have, yes, some smaller bills, like 50s or
Do you have any 20s?
no.
Do you have any like change, like 10?
So sorry.
Yeah, so the point of the matter is if you get change, like the McCullough or wherever, you can just ask them to give you do 2 20s and a 10 instead of 50.
But yeah, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't help, huh?
No.
What's it for your class?
Okay, it's all right.
Okay. Yeah, all right. So, yeah, if you have the Mr. Brewer there, the Shulchan Aruch, you can, then we'll start with Sif Aleph.
Oh, hold it, I forgot. Okay, so which Siman are we on?
Tov Pei Tet.
Oh, tough pay. Okay, hold on. Tough pay. Tough pay. Get my Hebrew alphabet. Tough. Oh, here, tough pay. Okay, Mishna. Berura.
This is the Seder Tfilas Lo Sheni Shel Pesach with Sfiras HaOmer, right?
Tough pay head. I have.
Tet, not Tet.
Sorry, where are we? In the Mishna Brewer?
Right, Tov Pei Tet.
Tough pay Ted. Hilchos Pesach?
Yes.
Siman tough pay Tet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, Sfira to Omer, right, okay.
We're
Right there in the Sif Aleph in the Mechaber. We'll start with that.
tough pay Ted. Oh, seriously? Okay. Mhm.
Okay. Now, Mayor, you'd like to read the first sentence?
Okay, it says, Bleil Sheni, Achar Tfilat Aravit, Matchilin Lispor HaOmer. Okay, so on this second night, after the Mariv prayer, one begins to count the Omer. Ve'im shakach lispor b'tchilat halayla, holech v'sofer kol halayla. So let's see. And if he forgot to count, I guess at the beginning of night,
Right.
he goes and counts. He can count all night.
Yes.
with a bracha.
Yes. Correct.
Okay. Let's see.
Let's stop there. And let's see the Mr. Brewer. Start with Sif Katan base.
Let's see. Base. Okay, so Achar Tfilat Aravit.
Okay, so
After the Mariv prayer.
Right. The count is placed at the end of the Meyer prayers.
Oh, okay. And it says, bear with me. Okay, Vikodem, Aleinu. Oh, and before Aleinu,
Oh,
the whole mad efshar akdumei minan kedei sheyitkayem yoter ma shekatuv temimot tiyena. Okay, so let's see. So it's before Aleinu, the whole ma that all that is possible, I guess, to
Makdim is to make it go first.
to make it go first. Oh, in order to fulfill Yoter Mashakatuv. Oh, in order to fill, I guess, the optimum of what is written to me Motiena. Complete, it should be, it was complete, Tiena.
Oh, so
what's that referring to?
that's
The
what
the counting of each day.
the Omer, right? So the Mr. Brewer is explaining why we do the count of the Omer before we say Aleinu, right? Because we want to precede and count the Omer as much as possible. So rather than waiting till you said Aleinu, we'll do the Omer and then you'll say Aleinu. That's clear?
So it's so what are we I'm not sure I understand. What are we accomplishing by counting the Omer before Aleinu than if we would count it after Aleinu? It's a half a minute difference.
Well, I don't know about your shul, but in my shul, sometimes people leave before Aleinu for some reason.
Yeah, they're leaving
I'm
before
shocked.
Aleinu.
I'm totally shocked at that.
Well, what can I say?
It's
People are in a rush.
Even by Myriv, they leave before Aleinu?
Some do, not all, but near a couple.
Chakras, I can understand a little. Sometimes people have to rush out after chakras.
Right.
You know.
Well, I think it's saying deliberately before Aleinu to make a point that everyone should count. I mean, I don't know of anyone that leaves right after the Shemona Esrei. I've never seen that, but so maybe that's the point.
Okay, let's see the next part of the Mishnah Berurah.
Okay, so it says Matchilin Lispor. So one begins to count. V'nashim v'avadim peturot mimitzvah zo. And women and servants are patur. They're exempt from this mitzvah. Okay. Dechave mitzvat aseh dazman grama. Oh, because it's a positive command based on time. Katav Magen Avraham Mihu Kavar Shva Alayhu Chova Ukim Dume Dinotenu Lo Nahage Nashe Klal Ispor.
Oh,
I'm not quite sure what that was.
right. So it said that the women and servants are exempt from this mitzvah because it's a mitzvah saseh bisman grama. In Kasav Avraham, however, Kvar Shavia Alei Chova, that they, even though they're exempt, they became, they made it like it's a heave for them. So they have some committed observers that as much as they would want to keep the mitzvah of Sfiras Omer, in general, women are exempt from mitzvah sasrim b'zman grama. Nevertheless, right, they have, in the words of the Mogen Avraham, they have accepted the obligation upon themselves. Okay, but in our meters, right, it seems, I mean, Keduma, if you'll take a look, you'll see in our regions, women are not at all.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right.
But in our regions, we don't expect them to count. It's not our minhag in our regions.
That's right. That's what the Mr. Berura is saying in the regions of the Chometz Chaim. He's explaining that there's no established custom that the women count at all.
And this is region meaning in Russia, right? I mean, where he wrote.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, let's see. The Katab b'Sefer Shulchan Aruch, Akol Panim Lo Yivarchu, Dechai Bevadai Yitu B'Yom Echad, V'Gam Al Pi Rov Einam Yodim Perush Hamilot. What's that? Let's see. It's written in the Shulchan, another Aruch, Shulchan Shlomo.
Yes. That's right. It's written there, right? What is he's quoting now?
The Akol Panim, that
Nevertheless.
Nevertheless, they shouldn't count. They shouldn't say the bracha, I guess.
If they want the bracha, they can count the bracha, but not with the bracha. Women should not make the bracha. Why?
Okay, the high b'vadai, for certainly they would mistake day one. Yitu b'yom echad.
Right, that the kol company they should make a brach. Why? The havada yitu b'yom echad. They're definitely going to make a mistake on one of the days. Within the 49 days of the counting, it's almost definite that the women going to make some mistake and lose their count. So therefore, they should at the onset initially they should count without a bracha.
Okay, bracha, okay. But so what's the Akol Piro? The majority do not know. The
majority of cases, right? It's more likely than not that the women, because of their various involvements with the household and the fact that they don't go to davening with the minyan, so it's rare to be so that they're going to be missing out at least one of the days of the 49, and that would make, if they would make it with a bracha, the Omer, that would make the brachas they made up until now, like I'm afraid they'd be considered apostle. Therefore,
so they're distracted by a lot of activities in the home. That's the point?
Yeah, that the way it works out, practically speaking, it's not worth the women making the sphera with the bracha, because they're more likely than not going to lose the bracha away somewhere along the line.
Especially because they're not in shul.
Right, that's one thing. When you're in shul, you have the advantage of the counting in public, and that'll remind you to keep up with the count.
Okay.
Yeah. And they didn't
Yeah.
have Art Scroll sending out the emails.
Mm.
They send them out, yeah. Okay. All right. I see our time is up. We'll
Well-
continue this. We'll continue this tomorrow. Barry, it's good to see you back with us. I'm glad you're here and joining us again.
Yeah, I'm happy to be back. It was a nice vacation, but now we have to get back to work.
Yes.
I hear.
Okay, Mayor, have a good day. Barry, have a good day.
Have a good
Okay,
day.
you too. Be well. Okay, bye now.
Bye-bye.
Yes.